Hey everyone, we just had a bunch of new and restock items hit the site, so I'm just going to kind of go over all these new figures that you can find. First up, we've got a Commander Doom kit. We released a Commander Doom kit a couple months ago and it had completely sold out, but now this new restock actually includes a custom pre-cut comma. So this is a new item and it is also available as a standalone item for purchase. Which is just a pre-cut comma, so you don't have to cut it out yourself. And then again, you can get a full figure kit, as you see here, where you're going to get a UV printed body, UV printed arms, custom pre-cut comma, pad printed helmet from GCC, and a pad printed visor from Clone Army Customs. Here we've got another kit. This one is for Captain Vaughn. This one includes official LEGO 501st legs, a UV printed torso, UV printed arms, a pad printed helmet from GCC, and a pad printed visor from Clone Army Customs. With a recent release, we released a Clone Flight Crew minifigure, and those sold out pretty much instantly. And I did restock a few of these today, although this version has actually already sold out. The dual mold legs are unfortunately expensive and very hard to find, so I was not able to restock very many of these. I did make a new variant of that figure though, as you can see here, where it is printed on just standard color legs. It doesn't look as good, but it is cheaper and it is something that is in stock at the moment. Then we have two clone naval officers. So we've got the corporal and the lieutenant here. These are sold as figure kits. You've got UV printed arms, UV printed torsos, official LEGO clone trooper heads, and then these pad printed kepis that are from Tyne. Here we've got three clone grunt designs. First up, we've got Captain Wilco. So this is a kit that you can get with a pre-cut cloth piece, UV printed body, UV printed arms, and a pad printed grunt helmet from GCC. It also includes these new Wilco printed arms that we just released this week. So you can get these arms as a standalone item in addition to getting it in the figure kit. Here we have a Grunt Heavy Trooper kit. So this includes a UV printed body with the UV printed arms, an official LEGO helmet, an official LEGO visor, a custom pre-cut comma, and then a custom pad printed backpack as well. Here we have a Grunt Specialist Trooper. So this includes UV printed body and UV printed arms, a pre-cut pauldron, an official LEGO helmet, and an official LEGO macro binocular piece. Now we've got this AP1 Bomb Squad Trooper. Now this figure is going to also include orange hips, depending on which hip color that you prefer. But this is basically just an upgraded version of the Bomb Squad figure that we got, where it is going to have dual mold legs and also printed arms, and the torso is printed on orange instead of white. It does include an official LEGO AP1 Bomb Squad helmet though. And for the last of the kits, we also have a dark red Wolfpack Trooper. So this is a pad printed helmet from GCC paired with a UV printed body and UV printed arms. And so in addition to these new kits, we also restocked a few kits. We restocked our Comet, Sinker, and Boost kits where you get UV printed body and arms along with a GCC pad printed helmet. And then we also restocked our 501st Airborne kit. Now, in addition to the full figures in the release, there were a few accessories as well. So we restocked we restocked two different variants of our dual mold legs for shock troopers. We got the standard shock trooper design and then also the design for Thyre. And then we also listed two new versions of our dual mold legs where you can get it for a shock officer and a shock heavy, along with the corresponding standalone torso items if you need to add those to your figure. In addition, we added two new medical officer torsos along with their arms, so you can get those. And finally, the Captain Wilco arms, another standalone item available on the site. That's going to do it. There are a couple other little things that were included in the release, but this is going to cover most of it. If you are interested, there's going to be a link down in the description below. So go ahead and go check it out. Thank you for watching.